President Tinubu committed to the transformation of the transportation infrastructure in Southeast, deserves unfettered support for giving all geopolitical zones a sense of belonging in the distribution of democracy dividends. The Honorable Minister of Works, His Excellency Senator Engineer Mweze David Umahisio, and has assured the people of Southeast of the commitment of the Renewed Hope administration of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, to the transformation of the transportation infrastructure in the Southeast like every other geopolitical zone of the country. He gave this assurance during a courtesy call by a delegation from the Anambra and Enugu caucus of the 10th National Assembly, who came to seek the federal government's intervention on the completion of the construction of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway handled by RCC Limited and funded by MTN under the Road Infrastructure Development and Refurbishment Investment Tax Credit Scheme. The Honorable Minister, who expressed deep sympathy over the lives that have been lost along the uncompleted sections of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, especially the recent incident of tanker explosion on the Ugwu-Onyema axis of the road that killed scores of people, stated that the people of Southeast have every reason to have implicit confidence on the ability and will of President Tinubu's administration to address the road infrastructure deficits in Southeast and other geopolitical zones of Nigeria, noting that under Mr. President, Southeast has been given a pride of place in the political landscape of Nigeria.
We talk about problem of funds. Mr. President inherited 2064 projects, totally about 19 trillions. And today, those projects will total over 20 trillions by reason of the floating of the naira and the removal of fuel subsidy. It's nobody's fault, but by his good heart and commitment to rewrite the story of this country, and like Trump will always say, make Nigeria great again, he directed for these projects to be moving together with the 4 legacy projects. And so funding is definitely will be a challenge. But what Mr. President directed is to prioritize some of our project movements. And some of the projects you have mentioned, been prioritized.
He reiterated the need for Southeast to rise up in gratitude to Mr. President for prioritizing intervention on roads and for solving the problem of marginalization of Southeast.
We want the National Assembly members and of course Southeast stakeholders to please stand up and commend the President at all times, because this is not party something. And I can beat my chest and say that irrespective of party, knowing the other person will have the heart to do what Mr. President is doing for Southeast people. Many times there have been issue of excluding us, and the Southeast not part of Nigeria.
Speaking during the event, the leader of the delegation and minority whip of the Senate, representing Enugu West, Senator Sitangu, commended the Honorable Minister for the unprecedented scale of road construction, rehabilitation and maintenance nationwide, but he expressed worries that some of the projects were not receiving adequate funding required to complete the projects in a record time. He made particular reference to the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway that was awarded to RCC Limited and funded through the tax credit. And today, some sections of the road have become a death trap to road users. He stated that the delegation was compelled by the recent tanker mishap on the Ugwu-Onyema axis of the road in Enugu State to make the visit to the Honorable Minister. He expressed the readiness of the federal lawmakers to offer necessary collaborations and cooperation that will help in tackling the challenges and bottlenecks faced by the ministry in ensuring the completion of the said road.
We appreciate the President, but we are worried. We are worried that it is not just about putting projects across our zone, but when these projects are not funded, it looks like it is just a game. We are worried that some of the projects that are in the Southeast are not receiving funds that can make it to progress, so that we can have benefits of such projects. And when it is not funded, it becomes a worry to us. As key to our visit today, while we also emphasize on all the roads in the Southeast, we are particular about the Enugu-Onitsha dual carriageway that was awarded some time ago and being funded through the federal government tax credit scheme through MTN.
On his part, the senator representing Anambra Central in the Senate, Senator Victor Ume, thanked the President of Nigeria for giving Southeast a sense of belonging in its administration and for the wave of road infrastructure transformation going on across the nation, but pleaded with Mr. President to give accelerated intervention on funding to the roads in the Southeast so that the zone could fully benefit from the economic development agenda of the renewed Hope administration.
My brother and colleague, Senator Istanbul, in thanking the President for a worthy choice of a junior senator, Excellency Engineer Dave Mahi, to be the Minister of Works. He could have made a better choice based on his experience and what he was able to do as governor of Ebonyi State through engineering infrastructure in that state. So we were able to move around Nigeria in the various committees that we serve. And we were able to see the great works the President is doing in Nigeria to transform our transportation infrastructure through ambitious road projects and railway projects across Nigeria. We are from the Southeast Nigeria, and while we applaud the great strides the President is making to see that our roads are good and our railway infrastructure are modernized, we want to plead and request on behalf of our people that the Southeast should be given accelerated attention because of the infrastructure deficits we've had in this regard before he came into office.
In the meeting, which also had in attendance Senator Oke Ezia representing Enugu North, Senator Kelvin Chukwu representing Enugu East, Honorable Nolem Nnaji representing Nkano East, Nkano West Federal Constituency, Right Honorable Barrister Sunday Syracuse Umeha representing Eziagu Udi Federal Constituency, Honorable Mark Chidi Obeta representing Nsukka Igboeze South Federal Constituency, Honorable Chena H. Okonkwo representing Idemili North, Idemili South Federal Constituency, Honorable Engineer Paul Nachi, representing Enugu East, Issues of Federal Constituency, Honorable Anayo Nwebu, representing Aninri Ogu, Ochi River Federal Constituency, Honorable Princess Chinwe Nabuife, representing Orumba North and South Federal Constituency, Honorable Pascal Abodike, representing Ihiala Federal Constituency, Honorable Engineer Dominic Okafor, representing Agwata Federal Constituency, Honorable Wancham Maureen, representing Oyi Ayamelum Federal Constituency, Honorable Professor Lillian Orobu, representing Oka North and South Federal Constituency, the General Manager of MTN, Ikechukwu Chendo, the Manager of Federal Affairs, Ifeoma Nkata, MTN Community Liaison, Engineer Chris Okoye, Project Management, Obiaha Tike and Tochiku, the Legal Advisor, MTN, the Legal Advisor, CJ Caleb and Simisola Ogala, and Federal Affairs, Halima Nura, as well as the key directors of the ministry, including the Director of Highways, Construction and Rehabilitation, Engineer C.A. Obuagu, the Director of Highways, Bridge and Design, Engineer B.U. Obiaha, and the Acting Director of Highways, Road and Design, Engineer M. Saidu. It was resolved, among other things,
the Ministry of Works is going to write you to demand that you commit irrevocably to pay contractors on the project a minimum of 15 billion every month for the next 10 months. If you cannot commit that, the project is as good as to be terminated. And number two, that we need 3 contractors to do the 79 kilometers that is remaining. Number 3 is that the review of this project is not subject to further review or variation. And that's the reason why you need to use 3 contractors within 10 months to get the project completed and handed over. And that when we give you 7 days to respond to this, and that after 7 days we'll give you 14 days termination notice. And when we do that, and that the balance of 72 kilometers is being procured for proper award, and that if MTN is a contractor, please invite them to bid. The ministry staff, when you're inviting contractors, invite MTN as a contractor to also bid, but it's not going to be on that credit. And so the 7-day start will count for tomorrow, and no more games on the project. And that's why I initiated that we should be covered properly. And then this will take a definite direction for all our projects on tax credits nationwide, and also other projects. I think we should be able to pin contractors and pin them on camera so that they stop the marketing, or so that the public will know that they don't have the capacity and ability and willingness to do the job.
This was signed by Honorable Barrister Oji Uchenna Oji, Special Advisor Media to the Honorable Minister of Works.